What is going on, world? I am the Hungarian Experiment, and today I want to talk about books. Some of my favorite books. I have about 8 here. I was going to try to do only 5, but I can't just condense this down. So I'm going to rip through these books here real quick. I'm not going to dive into them too deep. But if you guys are interested, these are some books that heavily influenced myself along my journey in life, and I think they'll greatly benefit you along your path. So let's dive into some of these books, give a quick summary of how I managed to benefit from it, how you guys might be able to benefit from it, and at the end of this video we're actually going to do a book giveaway from one of my buddies here who are part of the social lab and part of my kind of social circle here, and he actually gave me one of these books and he's actually handing them out around London, Ontario, and I love what he's doing. So we're kind of collaborating here and we're going to give you guys a free book giveaway. So if you guys are interested, you guys want to win a book, make sure you guys go subscribe to Matt McKeever. His YouTube channel will be in the description box below. Should pop up at the top of your screen here, and leave a comment saying, I want that book. Starting off real quick here, one of the biggest books. I've read a lot of stuff in the past. I've always been absorbing knowledge and information from the internet. I wasn't huge on reading when I was younger, like I read like fiction and all that kind of stuff, but after I was working in the mine, I started reading a whole bunch of books, and it wasn't until I read this book that I had an epiphany in life. This book completely made me question what the hell I was doing in that mine. What was I doing with myself? What am I doing with my journey in life? This book basically covers all these amazing, great people from the past who are still having an effect on society decades, generations, and centuries after their deaths. They had such an effect on humanity. They had such an effect on civilization and society and the way we, inventions and the way we live our lifestyles, that their ideas, their theories, their concepts on life are still heavily in our society. So this book covers people like, I'll just read off the back here. We got Leonardo da Vinci, William Shakespeare, Albert Einstein, the Wright brothers, Thomas Edison, Benjamin Franklin. So it basically shows and explains that, when we look at these great minds from the past, when you're growing up as a child and a teen and they're trying to indoctrinate you in school and education on who these people are and what they did, a big thing is that, we look at them like, wow, these people, these men or women from the past are such great people, I could never be like them. But the thing is that he breaks these people's lives down and explains and shows that their whole life was just a journey. They were stumbling along their path. They weren't geniuses. They weren't amazing people. They're no more special than you and I are. So what made them so great and special is they had, one, a constant, relentless, persevering work ethic. That is one thing that Leonardo da Vinci lived his life by. Ostinato rigore, to be constantly rigorous in everything you do in life. And that your life is a journey. Every little bump along that path is something that you can learn from. And these people didn't give up on themselves. They didn't give up on their ideas. They didn't give up on, what they feel their life journey was, and they kept pushing and pushing. They didn't, hold themselves back by, the cultural perceptions of society or what their parents told them they should be doing with their lives and how to go about it. So this book is probably the one I'll spend the longest time on here, Mastery by Robert Greene. If you don't know what you're doing with your life, if you're questioning what the hell you're doing on this earth, where you need to be going, what you need to be doing, I really suggest picking up this book. It will honestly change your life. Book number 2, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. If you guys haven't read this book, oh my god, it helps you to understand that the past is the past, the future is the future, and the only thing that we have is right here and right now. And this is like a very spiritual and almost kind of religious book without the whole religion. It's a very interesting and eye-opening book. I really suggest picking this one up after Mastery, because this will make you realize that once you realize why you need to get upon your journey, that everything in the past was the reasons that they were meant for, that this makes you realize and how to take advantage of the now, how to be part of the now and really take advantage of it and see that, throughout all these different stages and phases of your days, your weeks, your months, and your years, that you can't affect the future unless you're affecting the right here and right now. So I was already heavily documenting and recording my life before I read this book, but this book made me realize that, you know, I was putting up a lot of barriers, I was putting up a lot of roadblocks. When I got in front of the camera, I was trying to remember everything I wanted to say and have it be perfect rather than just going out and just doing it and being part of the now. So there are times where I'm still struggling here. You might see some cut scenes in my videos because I get really ahead of myself. Like, and when I'm passionate about things, like I just keep talking and talking and I get really in depth and stuff. But this book is amazing and it helps you realize the power of the right here and right now. Boom, book 2 down. So, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. This is another book that helps you to understand how to deal with people, how to deal with social situations. This book was first published in 1937, and the concepts and aspects of this book still ring true today. The social situations, the interactions you're going to get into, you can take advantage of them through the principles that are taught in this book. And it's not like how to, you know, influence people in like to take advantage of them, to have power over them, just like I'm going to discuss with another book here. But it's how to, you know, get the most out of your social interactions, how to get the most out of it, how to, you know, influence people and win friends in terms of being sociable and understanding who they are, why they're thinking certain ways. You know, there's a lot of stuff about like remembering people's birthdays, remembering certain aspects about people and carrying that on. And I think this book is amazing. I think now in the modern day society where we have the internet, like I can influence and win friends over through this camera, that although these concepts are still amazing, there are some concepts that we can now add to this, to the, you know, like 21st or 22nd century here. So I think this book is very interesting. I'd love to see like a reiteration of it or an update for like the whole, as I mentioned, the whole modern day society and lifestyle. But again, a great book. I really suggest picking that up. Moving on to Early Retirement Stream by Jacob Lund-Fisker. So this is the book that I was talking about. Matt McKeever gave me this book. This book made me completely change my whole mind on finances, money, and everything like that. Through documenting my life here, and even my whole theories and philosophies on life have been about experimenting, getting away from the typical societal ideas of why we're using certain products, why we're living our lives certain ways. And this book made me realize that although I was very open mentally about these concepts about life, I was still very locked down. I was held down by chains, which is like the first chapter of this book. I don't think it's the first chapter, just the intro is about Plato's allegory of the cave and how we're locked down to believe certain things. And I realized after reading this book, thank you very much, Matt, that I was very heavily indoctrinated into how I spend my money, how I live my life according to money, and how I feel like mentally held back because of money. So this is the book that we're actually going to do for this giveaway. So again, if you guys want to win this book, make sure you guys go subscribe to Matt McKeever's channel in the description box below, and make sure you comment saying, I want this book, because this book is amazing. And as I mentioned, Matt's been handing out like these people all over the city, and people here in London are getting upon their financial independence game because of this book, because of Matt's journey. So if you guys are interested, make sure you guys go follow him along. He's got a wealth of knowledge and he'll really help you get out of those kind of barriers of finances. So the 5th book, again, I got 3 other books here that are very deep, but the 5th book that really helped me to realize why I was doing stuff wrong in this world is the 48 Laws of Power. Now people are going to see this book and think, oh, laws of power, like you're trying to have power over people, you're trying to take advantage of people. No. You can definitely use the concepts and the laws from this book to take advantage of people, to have power over others. But this is also to understand how people are using power moves on you. And a lot of these concepts are amazing concepts just on life in general, like Law 47, do not go past the mark you aim for. In victory, learn when to stop. You can carry that on to so many aspects of life. Once you've achieved something, why are you keep forcing it? Why are you keeping pushing things? Another law here, discover each man's thumbscrew. Everyone has a weakness, a gap in the castle wall. That weakness is usually an insecurity, an uncontrollable emotion or need. It can also be a small secret pleasure. Either way, once found, it is a thumbscrew you can turn to your advantage. So that is definitely a way to, take power over someone, to take advantage over someone. But in that same way, you can figure out if someone's trying to figure out what is your thumbscrew and they're trying to take advantage of you. So in this book, each law, each chapter has like an observance of the law. So it shows you like how someone in way back in the past, going back to kings and queens and all these kind of things where power moves were heavy back then, that people who took advantage of this and won, and then people who failed to take advantage of this and their lives got screwed over, or it's like they talk about Napoleon Bonaparte and all these other people who over their lives, Nikola Tesla, and how he got screwed over by like Thomas Edison because he didn't use some of these laws of power to his own advantage, and he actually, someone else took that advantage over him. So they have like a transgression of the law, observance of the law, and also keys to power. So how to take that and actually use it, and as well as reversal. So what happens if you do it in the complete opposite way, why it might work, why it might just fail, because there's no way you cannot take advantage of these power moves. So those are 5 of my favorite books. I believe all these books will help you along your journey and in your path in life. I'm not going to stop recording this video. I'm just going free flowing here. And these will definitely help you along your path in life. Absorb these books. If you are young out there in the world, even if you're old, these books will definitely help you along your path and on your journey in life, and I really suggest absorbing these books. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you guys checking out some of the books that I think you guys should read. What are some books that you guys think I should read? Is there anything that you've really and seriously benefited from? I want to know, so make sure you guys go throw that in the comment section below. And again, if you guys want to win this amazing book that Matt McKeever is going to be giving away, make sure you guys go follow and subscribe to his YouTube channel and leave a comment saying, I want that book. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. On your way down there to go enter in to win this book, make sure you go hit that like button, and that'll be it from me. So thank you guys so much for watching. I am the Hungarian Experiment.